Hey everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. If you've ever taken your brand new Gibson out of the case and bashed the headstock into the ceiling fan, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Okay, today we are working on necks again, and this is for the project that you might have been following for Cheddar Kung Pao. Today what we're doing is we are putting the truss rod slots into the necks. We are going to drill for tuner holes, and if I'm feeling really daring, we might do the heels. So the first thing we're going to do though is we're going to route for the truss rod slot, and we're going to do it on my beloved pin router. So as you may know, all of our necks are basically the same no matter what the outside of the guitar body looks like. We try to make the necks all identical. And one of the advantages of doing that is we can use this sled to cut our truss rod slot. As you can see, here is what the perimeter of our truss rod slot is going to look like. And we take our neck blanks. These strap clamps work really well, but sometimes they want to fight me. We put our neck blanks right in here, and you get your danger glasses on, and you actually line up everything, and it's so easy, even I can do it. There's some sandpaper under these strap clamps to keep everything from wiggling. I already dicked it up. I thought I was doing good, and then I fuckified it. Okay, here we go. That looks good. Okay, so I have a 1/4 inch pin in the base of the pin router, and that's going to ride on the groove in the bottom of the jig. Got a 1/4 inch cutter. There. And my pin router is equipped with stops. So I've already went ahead and set this. I've done a bunch of necks already today, so because our necks are all the same height, I can just buzz through all of them once I get the depth set, and it's pretty fast and easy. So I'm going to start with depth number 1. I'm going to make every pass. I'm going to go all the way down to depth number 4 for 2 spots, and you are about to see it in action. So once we're satisfied that the truss rod fits into the slot properly and it goes down deep enough, we have to drill an access hole for the truss rod wrench through the portion of the truss rod slot that's going to be under the fretboard to the access area that is under or on the opposite side of the nut. And to do that, I will leave it in the jig and put this long 1/4 inch drill bit in. Dang. It's harder than mahogany, that's for sure. So we have our slot, and we test with a real live truss rod, and we test to make sure that our truss rod wrench fits, and it does. And this neck is ready to go on to the next step. Here we are at phase 2. Remember I was telling you we're going to the next step? Well, here we are. We've got Cheddar Kung Pao's neck back in the 7-degree angle fixture, and now we're going to drill holes for his tuners that will eventually go in there. We've got the tuner holes locations marked, and to do that we used our handy little template here. We don't go through the process of drawing a bunch of lines and measuring a bunch of stuff. We did that once on the template, so we don't have to do it every single time on the neck. So we got our drill bit here that we're going to use. This is 10 millimeter. We're going to go down to the end of the tape, which is not going to go all the way through the headstock. So when we trim the ass end of this off, we won't have any chipping or tear out. We'll send it through the old man machine for the final thickness. And yeah, so that's going to be cool. So let's go ahead and drill those holes now. Remember, safety third. Wouldn't it be cool if we had one of those gang drills that had six drill bits going all at once and it just... But we don't. But this actually works really well, so we're going to move on to the next step, and I think that should be enough for this video. So let's do that next. We're going to trim a little bit off the heel area before we go over to the pin router and put the angle on it. That way, again, we don't have to turn all that material into dust. Cut one big chunk off, and then we have very little to actually trim off. Okay, so this video is going to be a long one, but we're going to do one more thing to this neck, and that is we are going to put the angle on for the bridge. Now, we've already trimmed a little bit off of this one. You saw that in the last video. It's kind of taken me a while to put all this together in my brain. We already cut this off. We did it on camera, so you know what it looks like. Okay, now we're going to put this onto our 2.2 degree angle jig, and we're going to take it down to where it fits properly, and at the 24 3/4 mark, it's what we need for the brain surgery bridge, because that's what this guy is getting. And then we're going to drink beer. So let's do it, because I'm thirsty. So we have a 2.2 degree angle on this heel, and if you remember from our previous video, the neck pocket is 1 inch deep and flat. So we are going to test it out, and this thing is, this is the Francine 13 neck joint. Maybe it's the Christine 16 neck joint. And we are just about perfect where we need to be. So, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you appreciate content like this, it would really help us out if you went to our Patreon page. Even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us out. So, oh, and don't forget, every dollar that you spend goes toward your next Texas Toast guitar purchase. So check it out over there and help us out. If you can't do that, we totally understand. You know what you could do that'd be great though? Share this video with as many people and forums and places as you possibly can, because I think I've been kicked out of just about every luthier forum there is. So, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you, if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.